It's the same old thing. Boogie is lying while Keem is trying to talk to wings. They be bullshitting, spitting lolcow slang. Scam Tommy and kick them out, you know Keem running this gang. We're live on YouTube, ain't no pre-recorded games. Fuck around you like it's one in your brain. Hey, low-cow, Nick, but it's the loud cow. You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Low-cow, Nick, but it's the loud cow. You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Now Boogie got his nipples tippled from a hippie Twiggy who was pretty but shitty towards little Stevie, and 50 years later we all paying the price. But Wings had things that only kings could dream of. This history he leaked to the show and we all pay for it twice. And if page 5 stays high up in Wings' mind like the bird shit in our eyes, then try as we might, we still pay a price.
Ladies and gentlemen, slap like on the stream. Get those likes in, I'll let all the non-members chat.
You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Low-cow, Nick, but it's the loud cow. You be watching it, you watching it. Low-cow, Nick, but it's the loud cow. You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Low-cow, Nick, but it's the loud cow. You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Now Keem's theme is the Scream Team, but mean stream to his team and later come clean that it was all a dream and he owns everything, and the Iron Team was him.
Yep.
And the stream deems Keem to be the meme king, and the meme queen is Boogie's lean tween who needs keys.
Come on, guys, we gotta hit 1,000 likes. We hit 1,000 likes. I'll let the non-members chat. I'll let you chat. All stream. You gotta get it. Shout out to Dino Gamer, 3 months. Drifty Ellison, 6 months. Proud member here.
But it's the loud cow. You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Low cow, Nick. But it's the loud cow. You be watching it. You
400 likes, you're 600 away. Hurry up, hurry up. Hey, Mac, talking smack with the one gifted out the gates.
You be watching it, you clicked it just now.
A bird, welcome to Band World. Miss Lady Loyalty with the 1 month. Farmin' and more. Remember for 7 months cash cow. Oh, good Lord. A lot of them coming in right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the absolute worst podcast on all of YouTube. You're watching LolCow Live. We are back. We are back. Show must go on, energy. Today we got a big one. We're reacting to the Content Cop. Woo! Lucy Fina with the 1 gifted. Thank you. I hate to put the spoiler out here, but it's complete trash. But we're going to react to it. It should be a lot of fun. Let me get Boogie on the line. Where is everyone? There is no one here today.
Yo.
No one.
Yeah. I bet there's a lot of people who don't give a flying fuck that Content Cop is back. It's more of like, we're old heads, right? We've been doing this for a while. The last Content Cop came out pre-pandemic, man.
Dude, it's so bad. It's so fucking bad. I cannot wait to react to it and rip it a new one. But
the worst part about it is, I'll preface this by saying, it started off so strong. That intro, I was like, oh shit, this
super
actually
chatted $19.99. Who was the guy you won't interview? Is it Joe Exotic?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know if you know this, but I'm not interviewing Joe Exotic anymore.
What happened? Give me all the details.
He was accused of abusing animals. I just lost my dog, so it's just yeah. That's that. And then when we have him on, he's just going to promote his fucking crypto coin. So I'm not having him on.
Yeah, 100%. I'm 100% on board with the fact that they screwed the pooch. It's one thing for the jail to be under lockdown and he can't make it today. That's fine, Joe. Okay. But then you sent a representative and it's like, yeah, we'll be doing the interview through me. You remember he said that to start? And then like his immediate response was, we're just so excited to promote our bullshit.
Yeah, no.
Well, you're not here for an interview.
He lost the opportunity to our platform. It's our platform. We normally have way more viewers. Today it's kind of slow. But yeah, we offer them our platform, and they tried to push some crypto coin on our fans.
Which
So-
at the end of the day, like, had we gotten the interview, and at the end of the interview is like, hey, we got a few projects going. This is one of them. I wish it wasn't that. But like, yeah, you were due that. You're using our platform to promote when you missed the interview. Suck my dick. I'm 100% on board with this.
Somebody in chat said there's crossover between us and H3 show, and they have like 61,000 people watching them live right now. So that's maybe why our shit dipped.
Oh, yeah. Because, like, idubbbz knew exactly what he was doing. You and I were talking about, he normally drops the shit at 2 p.m. No, he waited till Ethan was going live and then dropped it at the same time Ethan's going live to bait Ethan. Because Ethan's, unfortunately, fairly easy to bait from time to time these days.
I think this is going to be
Black Belladonna
fucking
super chatted
hilarious.
$20. Major W for not interviewing that animal abusing low loser, Keem. So
Yeah.
much respect gained.
The sad part about it is, the sad part about it is that I wasn't thinking that way, before Skip. That's the sad part. I'm pretty disappointed in myself, but it is what it is. Me and Blade lost a friendship because he threw a dog when he was drunk. And I'm like, nope, can't be friends with you anymore. Like, that's just hits me on a personal level. And I don't know what it was, because it was Tiger King or whatever. I don't fucking know.
I was once told that you can, judge a person by how they treat animals, right? In this world. And like, don't get me wrong. I was raised around some old countrymen. They put their dogs down when the work was done and they could no longer be work animals and stuff like that. Like, but you treated your animal so well, and Joe treated this animal so fucking badly. It's probably a pretty good thing Joe's rotting in jail.
Yeah, maybe. For some reason, my fucking thing is all messed up here where I can't get my members on right. For some reason, I have no idea what the fuck is wrong with this thing, but let me fix this real quick. Shit, I don't know which one. Maybe it's this one.
Purple Flirp super chatted $20. Too bad idubbbz never made that boogie content nuke. Then we wouldn't have to deal with his BS nowadays.
Look at me. Listen to me. I want you to make the content nuke right now, idubbbz. I faked cancer. I wasted all my money on crypto. I then went on to promote crypto, the prostitution thing, fucking interview some of the prostitutes, interview Desi. You can come to my house. You can please do one on this show.
Yeah, at least it would be funny. Like, this is not funny. I promise you. This is horrible. All right, guys, listen. We have 759 likes. If we get to 1,000, I will let you guys talk, the non-members. If not, we're making it members only. So you decide. You got about 5 minutes here, all right? How much of this did you watch? Because I watched about 15 minutes, and then I fucking gave up. I was like, this is dog shit.
I watched the first 15 minutes, and then I let the rest of it play in the background as I fucking snapped with Desi. So I got a good chunk of what the rest of it was, and the rest of it's bad. It just, every time I'd wake up, I'm like, oh, wow, it's still really bad. And then I go back to sleep.
The best part is the fucking beginning, but it's funny for all the wrong reasons. Killer Cobb, welcome to Cash Cow. All right, you guys are at 840. Last chance, 840. Okay, you're at 900. You need 100 likes. If you want to talk, God damn it, get that shit in there. All right, I'm going to start this thing. We got to get this thing going.
Before you start it, let me one more thing. Clip this, send it to Ethan, okay? Or Ian,
Calamity
okay?
super chatted $19.99. Keem, I was banned from the Discord yesterday for making a poll at a time that I shouldn't have, and I take accountability for that. I'm sorry, and if given the chance to be back in the Discord, I promise it won't happen again.
Hey guys, when we ban certain people from the Discord and from the community, the last thing we want to see is you guys spamming like free so-and-so. So that guy was like doing polls. Should we free Twiggy? Well, you found out how your poll worked, right? There's only one person that can actually vote, and it's me, and you got banned. Go fuck yourself. Anyhow.
Yeah, before we start this thing, Ian, I'm begging you. Watching this today made me want funny, sarcastic, carefree Ian back so badly. I said this back in, what, 5 years ago? I miss old idubbbz, and I don't mean the racist, fucking shitty asshole guy. I'm talking about the carefree, funny, sarcastic, fun to watch guy. How the fuck do you refuse to be that person? I cannot understand it. I understand we all grow up, we all grow out of it, but why could you grow out of being funny? Why could you grow out of being entertaining? Get your shit together.
I'm going to be able to answer those questions as soon as we get into it. Javi, welcome to Cash Cow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. Let's do this. To the guy that's asking to get unbanned, moderators, figure out who that is and unban them. All they did is a poll, and I banned them off the Discord. You can unban that person that donated. And, but don't do that. When I ban someone, don't do the fucking hashtag free someone. Like, because, bro, you're basically saying to me that I'm a fucking idiot or something. I banned Twiggy for a reason. He did like 3 horrible fucking things. And by the way, did you see Twiggy came out with a new video today and he said it was all a master troll and he just got everyone on strings?
Of course, it's the classic Becky. I was just playing a character. It was just a bit. And Keemstar's on record having said, don't ever even say that because it doesn't work. It just makes you look even worse. Twiggy, you dumb motherfucker, you're a retard.
It just makes him look so stupid. It makes him look so stupid. It's like, Freshy Fresh, welcome to Ban World. All right, let's jump into this thing.
Destination, the beach is surprisingly dangerous. Consider the
fucking thing in our defense, like, actually, Hila's not a baby killer. Actually, accusing Ethan of killing his dog is maybe too far, because they have mobilized such an insane harassment group.
I'm sorry, but fucking Ian or fucking idubbbz has the worst tattoos on the fucking planet. It literally looks like those fake tattoo stickers they give to kids. Like, his tattoos are so fucking bad. Him and his wife's. I don't get it. I don't know how you guys can walk around in public with those fucking things.
They walked into a tattoo art parlor and said, what's the most cliche thing you can do? And then they got it.
They're like, tattoo artists, can I get a snake? Can I get a fucking anchor with a bird on it or something? Can I get a bird on my... Bro, what the fuck? What? These tattoos mean absolutely nothing to these people. They just decided, like, they were in the mall one day, you know, idubbbz and his wife, and they walked into a hot topic and they were like, cool, bro, let's go get some tattoos. Like, literally. Wait, what? Their tattoos make no sense. Welcome to the Ban World, Arthur Scott.
That anybody who says any fucking thing, they will attempt to ruin their lives. And once again, I'm the crazy one. It's not bad enough that I have this group of people.
What we do here is go back.
Yeah, during this sequence, right for one brief moment, I had hope.
Yeah.
I hate it, but I had hope.
Yeah. I want to point out the tattoos. What?
Can I get an eagle on my chest? I really want to get an eagle.
Missed Her B super chatted $50. You guys are awesome. God bless you guys.
Oh,
thank you, miss.
$50. Oh my God, I haven't seen a red dono in fucking days. Or maybe I did see some yesterday, and thank you for all the love. But no more condolences, please. We're trying to heal and move on. And I know y'all have my back 100%. Guys, we will be doing 1.5 speed, but not at the intro. The intro, we got to play normal speed.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know why the intro is actually pretty good? It's because of the song. The song's nostalgic. It's the nostalgic. Yeah. That's why people like the intro. Holy shit. Stop, idubbbz. Stop what you're doing. Freeze. Mel just gifted 20 fucking members.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, now finish your jumping jacks. Okay. We can stop right there. That's was the best
entertaining part.
Yeah, that was the best part of Content Cop. All right. Everything from now on will be complete trash. It will be bad. Are you guys ready for this?
It is so frustrating because once again, that intro, I'm like, oh my God, what if he's back? Like, what if he's entertaining again? Even if he's wrong about Ethan, at least it'll be entertaining. Wah, wah.
All right. Before we get into this, just in case someone out there really doesn't know the backstory, I'm going to give you a general backstory, okay? H3H3, Ethan Klein, and Hassan Piker used to be in a podcast together called The Leftovers. And then the war heated up with October 7th in the Middle East with Israel versus Palestine. And basically, Hassan Piker's position is fuck Israel. You know, that's his position, okay? And Ethan Klein's position is let's have peace in the Middle East, all right? I know these are very, very generalization of what took place, but that is overall their takes, okay? And they got into a big feud and broke up because of that. And we've talked about it many times right here on Local Live, on Dramaler, or all over the internet. Basically, Twitch is a place for like extremist views for basically pro-terrorist people. Like, they support terrorists. It's wild, bro. It's absolutely wild. And it's gotten so bad that the CEO of Twitch, right, is the one pushing the Hassan Pikers. And what are the things that they what are the people that they call that like spawn underneath another creator? What are they called? Destiny Orbiters. Yeah. The Hassan Piker Orbiters. There's like probably about like 10 other streamers on Twitch that love Hassan Piker and just back up all of his extreme takes and whatnot. And they get clout by sucking Hassan's dick, all right? His Orbiters, right? So this is the feud that's going on, all right? Now, recently, all right, to bring you up to speed, a couple of these people on Twitch and whatnot that are Orbiters of Hassan and terrorist supporters, okay, have been going after Ethan Klein and Ethan Klein's wife. And some of this stuff has been personal, like affecting their real life, right? And Gila and Ethan Klein got upset because they've been friends with idubbbz and Anissa for years. And Anissa and idubbbz are friends with the terrorist supporters, okay? So Ethan and Gila are thinking that the terrorist supporters, right, would get yelled at by their good friends idubbbz and Anissa. That's not what happens. Okay, what happens is idubbbz and his wife make a content cop on Ethan, and the star of this content cop is the terrorist supporters and idubbbz. Look at that.
Yup. What's up, everybody? I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Hassan broadcast coming to you live from a cloudy day here in California, Los Angeles. We're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one because today's a beautiful day. I have a very important announcement. I've finally done it. I watched Ethan Klein's content nuke, and I'm not going to call it context puke as I normally do because the reality of the matter is it was brilliant. Nothing was out of context. Everything was correct. I am an Islamist, fundamentalist, radical terrorist. I am a vicious anti-Semite. It's true. Most importantly, Ethan is more...
It is true. It is true. Hassan Piker, it literally is true. These are your takes. They've been well documented, well recorded. Yeah. There's been articles written that Twitch has a big problem with fucking terrorist supporters on their platform. And you're the poster boy for it. It is true. It is fucking true. It's actually a fucking fact.
More attractive than me, both physically and also mentally. I've been lying about everything, including my glasses. They're fake. He was right about that. That's not even in the content nuke. And he was right about that too. How did he know everything? How? Wake up, Ethan. Wake up, Ethan. Ethan, wake up.
Wakey, wakey, Ethan. Wake up.
And at this moment, it's like, oh no.
Yeah.
idubbbz supports the Twitch terrorist support group. Like, what?
Ethan, wake up. Time to be awake, Ethan.
Wake up, Ethan.
And now the orbiters are coming.
This is no longer a dream. This is a nightmare. Wake up.
Ethan, the dumb bitch is telling you to wake up.
Wake up.
Ethan, wake up.
Oh my God!
Right?
Frogan!
And it is just so surreal to see this intro because, like, how did you not know how this was going to play? Like, are you purposely cutting your own career's throat? What are you doing?
Frogan, the terrorist supporter, has teamed up with idubbbz to take out H3H3. What?
Wake up, Ethan. Ethan, wake up.
And the black guy, I don't know who that is. I don't know who it is. I know. Do you know who that is, Boogie?
No clue.
No clue. No clue. Bro, you... let's move on.
Wake up. Since anyone, just wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up, Ethan.
I'm not going to do a react.
Okay. Stop. idubbbz, Frogan, the other two are doing the Fortnite dance, the Fortnite L dance behind Hassan Piker. Somebody in the chat said token black guy. Thank God someone in the chat said that and not me, which I almost said.
Right, of course.
Thank God somebody in the chat said that and not me. You guys need to understand something, and it's so crucial, right? Frogan is a Hassan Piker orbiter. This girl, whatever the fuck, I can't remember her name. She's a Hassan Piker orbiter. This black guy, Hassan Piker orbiter. And now it appears idubbbz is now a Hassan Piker orbiter. But really, that's not true. That's not true at all. Because idubbbz is not the orbiter. You know who is the orbiter of Hassan Piker, though? His fucking wife.
Bingo. The person that has manufactured the last few years of Ian's life as he drove his career into the ground also manufactured this tombstone for it.
His wife. His wife is an orbiter of these Twitch people and always has been. Go look at her Twitter. Go check out her timeline. Go check out who she's friends with. These are all his wife's friends, bro. The only reason why this video exists that we're watching right now is because of the person that runs that marriage, Anissa Jamba.
Content yet, chat.
I'm the same. Nobody's told you to wake up, Ethan.
Ooh, yummy. I love Sabra hummus.
Wake up, Ethan. Wake up.
Ethan.
Wake up, Ethan.
Wake up.
Wake up, Ethan.
Man, he was
So
having
confusing.
so much fun.
All right.
Oh, he got naked. That was so funny.
It's so extra.
That was so super funny. All right, it's time for 1.5 speed, ladies and gentlemen, because now things are going to get extremely boring. Guys, thank you already for 29 new members. Good Lord.
Plan on making a content cop on H3. It sounds very stupid even saying that. H3 content cop, idubbbz. Ethan Klein's out of control. And then you should do a content cop on Hassan Piker. Content cop on Sargon of Akkad. If I would imagine this in 2016, I would have been like, oh yeah, if I ever do that, it's gotta be because I lose the plot. Well, it turns out it's not me losing the plot, it's Ethan. He's the one who fucking attacked first.
My good fucking friends who I stood by after all these fucking years can't find a spine to speak up.
So go fuck yourself.
I agree.
All right, guys, I'm gonna tell you a story about
Yeah, basically, thank you, Cynthia Breyer. I don't think it's going to read your dono because we were on the video. To summarize, we're all watching a bunch of morons. Yes, you are. To summarize, like I said earlier, long story short, you know, H3 and his wife, Hila, were upset that fucking Anissa and idubbbz wouldn't defend them. They were friends with them for years. And they've been in this epic battle with the terrorist supporters of Twitch. So, this is why this video exists.
Ethan Klein. I know some of you have been following him, but there's a lot of people who might not be familiar with the background, with his podcast, with what's been going on over the past couple of years. So Ethan, as you know, is a content creator who has a podcast where he says all sorts of outrageous stuff. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's fucked up. He's had shows with all sorts of different controversial characters. He's had a show with Trisha Paytas. He's had a show with Hassan Piker. In doing so, he's gathered a ton of different audiences. Now in his podcast—
Doja, thank you for the 5 gifted.
With Hassan, Leftovers, they would mostly talk about surface level progressive shit and make fun of right-wingers.
And you're telling me he didn't flick their dick once at least?
Oh, that's 100 shavers, you trans women. I say, oh no!
And it was mostly that until they actually had to reckon with a very serious topic. I would say that Hassan was very well equipped to talk about that topic.
Palestinian people living in the West Bank are subjected to these horrific conditions, horrific living conditions by the state of Israel, America's greatest ally and the only democracy in the Middle East, if you ask Republicans and even liberals.
Well, that's Nancy invented was okay.
So the point idubbbz is trying to make here is like, hey, in 2019, Hassan Piker was talking about the Middle East. And in 2019, H3 was making jokes on his podcast. In 2020, right? Hassan Piker was talking about the Middle East. And 2020, Ethan Klein was making stupid fucking fart jokes. This is the point he's trying to make, which is no point. Like, I don't fucking get this, all right? Like, this is Hassan Piker's grift, his job, to talk about these extreme political views. It always has been, right? Someone else could have a different career, make different content, and still be educated on a fucking topic and give an opinion on a topic that's in reference to some conflict in the Middle East.
Even worse, though, by the way, he says Hassan is one of the very few people who have the qualifications to give a comment on what's happening in the Middle East. Fucking what?
Yeah. I don't know. Last time I checked the Constitution, I'm pretty sure I do. I'm pretty sure so does idubbbz, so does every American fucking retard. Yeah. I hate when people do that. It's like, dude, you have no authority, idubbbz. Shut up.
Israeli settlers are trying to evict Palestinian families in occupied East Jerusalem. The United Nations says that may be a war crime. It literally is.
It's just eating the toppings out. The pizza looked like a burn victim. It was all disgusting.
I don't know if you can make that joke in 2021.
Why?
It's insensitive to burn victims.
I think it's a good analogy. It's a powerful image.
Ethan was not prepared for this. Ethan, the whole time, is more of the goof guy. And that's fine. You know, we don't expect Ethan to be an expert on the topic. Ethan was obviously caught in this tricky situation where he is extremely sympathetic to the Israeli cause and what's happening to them. His wife's Israeli. She served in the IDF. He obviously likes the state of Israel. On the other hand, he's just got done capturing a massive progressive audience who are very politically savvy. They follow Hassan. Hassan is strictly a political...
This is just dishonest. He clearly likes the state of Israel. I'm sorry. Ethan Klein has criticized the state of Israel multiple fucking times. Yeah. Multiple fucking times. All right? Like, it's just... This is just more gaslighting from these fucking people. It's just... The whole argument, the whole video is starting on a false pretense.
Streamer. So this is something they're very keyed into. So when they see Ethan say things that are just like not accurate and it's just propaganda, they're going to call it out.
From the river to the sea essentially means the state of Israel is going bye-bye.
So this massive progressive audience that Ethan has, adopted over the years, they're becoming increasingly critical of his position because now he's talking about it, not on Leftovers, he's now talking about it on his podcast.
Does he not know from the river to the sea? Do you think idubbbz knows what that means?
No.
It means take out fucking Israel. Like, does he not know that? What the? I'm so confused.
I want to do is show you guys how I see Israel. Because you don't see that. When you listen to Hassan and you hear all these fucking mega lefties talking about it, like it's some super racist, like crazy, like Jim Crow style of society. Like, I can't wait to show you guys.
The other day, BB fired a really good guy that a lot of people are pissed about.
So Ethan is having this back and forth with his liberal audience, leftist people online.
Okay. So, first of all, that was one of the things H3 and Gila got dinged for, is calling that guy a really good guy. And they addressed it. And they went into detail. So using that clip out of context, just... And I barely know anything about this. All right? I just know the little stuff that we've covered on Lolcow Live. Remember we covered this where Gila was in trouble, right? She had a whole response to that, right? He just uses the clip, bam, skips over.
Progressive content creators, Hassan, all of these different people. He's finding new people every day, basically, to get in fights with.
Of all people, this guy, Matt Lieb, Frogan and Denims and all these dipshits. And everybody thinks this guy's awesome, apparently. Even though he looks like Millhouse, fucking dork. Denims, by the way, was the real villain of the video. Evil, hateful, fucking... And I'll say it and I'll double down on it. And people... Oh, no.
And it's all culminated, at least for my story, in Ethan burning bridges with people until he burned the bridge with me. Since Ethan and Hassan's falling out, I've been keeping to myself mostly.
Yo, the entire chat is saying Wings got arrested.
What?
I don't know if it's a troll or not. I'm going to call Kelly.
It has to be a troll. Let me check the Discord.
What? They're pretty convinced. Unless it's an active troll.
I'm asking in Discord to see if anybody has like any proof. Checking Twitter.
Where's this coming from? They're saying he's in jail.
There's no way.
They're really spamming it. I'm just going to call him.
Yeah.
If we get trolled, I'm going to be so disappointed in our chat. They're saying check the website.
What website?
Hey.
What's up?
Dude, my entire chat is saying that you're arrested.
No.
Okay. All right. We figured it was a troll. All right. Thanks. Sorry.
All right, buddy. Wow.
God damn it. Why did I fall for that?
Yeah, chat. Come on. They were very convincing, though. I was like, what the fuck? How did he get arrested?
Bro,
for
why
what?
did I fucking fall for that? Fuck you guys. Dude, fuck you guys. God damn it. Bro, I was like, what the fuck happened now?
Cynthia says, to summarize, we are watching a bunch of morons. Yes.
Yep.
I don't have many nice things to say. Maybe if Ethan's able to get some help, maybe if he stops.
That's it. You know what? Fuck you guys. I'm putting on a members only. Fuck you guys.
That's what you get for letting the peasants talk.
You want to fuck with me? I'm going to fuck with you. Bye, buddy. Bye. As Becky would say, bye.
Stops harassing other creators. Maybe if he does these things, eventually he'll find peace and we can like rekindle our friendship. So that's been my approach. I've occasionally thrown a joke Ethan's way in the form of Hassan Piker versus Ethan Klein for boxing.
I like idubbbz. He's a good guy, but I don't like this debate. It's stupid. It's not a fucking petty beef. It's like, this guy's evil and he's doing anti-Semitism. And also he's way out of my weight class.
He didn't like that, but fucking sometimes you gotta just throw something out there. I used to work with this video editor named Froggy Tonic. I discovered him because he was in the circles online that I was in. And one of those circles...
God, this is so boring. Boogie, this is so boring. I don't fucking care.
But look, if you slow it down, there are some scenes in here where he truly self-owns, and it's very beautiful.
This sucks.
Dude, turn on text-to-speech so they can interrupt it. Please, can you at least do that?
Okay, I don't know how to do it. Let me see.
Because it's the only way that's going to make this tolerable.
Yeah, I have to duplicate this or something.
Go to 1.25
Copy.
or 1.5.
Wait.
And
Shh. How do I paste?
Control-C, Control-P.
I got it. All right, we're good.
Now, let them entertain us while we watch this goddamn dumpster
All right,
fire.
you guys, TTS will work on this.
Circles is an H3 fan. He watched Ethan's content, he liked Ethan's content, until he didn't like Ethan's content. There would be an occasional froggy tweet where I'd be like, I agree with that, you know? Like, I'm not gonna endorse it, I'm not gonna retweet it or like it, but fair enough.
I guess I just missed my old friend. Some wings are too bird feathered colored.
Now that brings us to February 28th of this year. Now my former editor of a year and a half ago did say some truly mean shit. He called Hila the C word, he said they're trying to kill their dog with cheddar cheese, and a bunch of other shit, I'm sure. Ethan at some point
welcome to Cash
discovers
Cow.
that idubbbz former editor says this horrendous shit about him and Hila. But no one's asking the question, where does Ethan get this information from? You see, it would be very obviously a problem if Ethan was discovering
pause
his
right here.
content
Pause right
by
here.
scrolling.
Pause right here. First thing I want to say, this section's got some pretty important shit in it. Okay, I did see this part. No, listen. First off, Ian is talking about something his ex-editor did, and Ethan's mad about something his ex-editor, a guy you no longer work with. You're now responsible for something someone says that you no longer fucking work with. Ethan, you're goddamn retarded. Secondly, the other thing he gets into here, we'll play it. I'll make you pause and again a second. Play this.
Yeah, Ethan's stupid, but so is idubbbz, right? Because like, what? Who cares? Like,
I'm telling you, this is a retard fight, and that's the other thing I was going to say.
Because
that's the other thing I was going to say.
No, idubbbz says this. He goes, nobody's asking how they got this information. Why does that matter?
Oh, it matters a lot in a second. Hold on. Secondly, Ian, unfollowing somebody you no longer work with on Twitter is free. If you see somebody you used to work with shitting all over somebody that's your friend or used to be your friend, might be your friend again one day, unfollowing is free. You don't have to tweet and be like, this guy's a piece of shit, which is also free. You can do that. You can condemn somebody, your ex-editor, with something he said. You can do that for free, but I'll just unfollow the guy. You don't work with him anymore. Who cares?
Yeah, but they do kind of the similar thing we do. It's like if anyone's talking shit, you respond to it for content, right?
Right.
You know,
it's at the end of the day, this is just a retard slap fight, this part. But this next part, he gets into how does Ethan know this stuff? And I think there's some truth to this.
Okay,
so go ahead and play it.
Through Twitter looking for something to upset himself with. He has maybe set it up in such a way where his employees feel the need to send him this information. And that would be horrible. They shouldn't be doing that. They should be sending you things that are entertaining for your show that don't fucking trigger the hell out of you. Why is there so much?
No, but that is entertaining. His employees are trying to get him triggered so he can go off on someone. Like, come on.
Work being put into discovering this guy on Twitter who's barely getting any interactions, linking him to me and posting on the Reddit when there's no work being put into who the fuck is the person on the Reddit who's posting this in the first place. If you do a little bit of research, it seems like it's an account whose intention is to make Ethan crash out.
I cannot stand when some commentators say, if you do a little research, motherfucker, these people go fucking CIA and they call it, if you did a little, one Google search would have told you. They always say that shit. It's like so stupid.
But this is the part that I wanted to talk about. This is the point that Ian has a little bit of a point, even though it's a stupid one. Yes, there is clearly a Reddit account that is doing everything it can to get this stuff in front of Ethan to make him crash out. That is true. It's called entertainment. Not all of us are living in a goddamn ivory tower, Ian, where we're like, I'm not allowed to have feelings anymore. I'm not allowed to say things anymore. My wife will not give me my penis back if I have a feeling. Ethan's allowed to feel shit and talk about it, you retard.
Dude, Guru, thank you for joining Band World.
One of the users on the Snark Reddit points this out. They're like, I've seen this account before. This account has scraped its history, and it's now trying to make Ethan burn bridges. This is within Ethan's own community. Like, this is the thing.
Neglected_Tibbles super chatted $19.99. If you still want to troll, become a member, peasants. It's $10. Thumbs up, medium skin tone. Okay, hand medium dark skin tone. Thumbs up, medium skin tone.
Shut
right facing
up.
fist, medium dark skin tone. Okay, hand medium dark
Stacey
skin
Marie,
tone.
welcome to
okay,
Band World.
hand medium dark skin tone. Thumbs up, medium skin tone. Right facing fist, medium dark skin
Oh,
tone.
God.
Okay, hand medium dark
Shut
skin tone.
up.
Alien boogie. You should become Jewish for next month and say I like cherry capers or bagels. Wear a lil cap.
Shut up.
That he needs to be critical of. It's not me. So yes, I am willing to admit that my former editor was being very nasty, uncharitable, and fucked up towards Ethan and Hila on Twitter. But Ethan and Hila are doing the same shit on their podcast. So I don't want to fucking hear it.
Terrorist supporter.
The CEO of Twitch.
Pedophile.
Now I'm going to watch and respond to the 2 podcast streams where Ethan and Hila call us spineless cowards.
Anyway, this guy was saying shit.
He goes, but they're doing the same thing. Okay.
Like that Hila's a Nazi, that she kills kids, that she went on like, she's like a IDF baby killer, all this types of shit. And that's showing up right up on us Nisa's and idubbbbz feed. My good fucking friends who I stood by after all these fucking years can't find a spine to speak up. You know why? Because they'll get murdered.
You don't know what's on my feed. What the fuck is happening? For all you know, I only use the For You tab. For all you know, I only use lists. For all you know, I'm seeing these things tweeted out by my
Wait, why are you saying for you know? For all you know.
Yeah, right.
Why are you putting that reference in there? Like, I think you knew, bud.
Yeah.
editor of a year and a half ago and saying, God, that is nasty. I'm just not going to throw someone away because they're having a parasocial weird moment. Just like I'm not going to throw Ethan Klein away because he's having a parasocial
Max
weird crash.
Disdain super chatted $19.99. Boogie is good with the analyzing this stuff and making it entertaining. Good on you, Boogie.
Thanks, man. Ethan says he's not willing to throw somebody away easily. You threw your entire audience away, motherfucker.
Yo, you got to stop saying Ian and Ethan because you're confusing them and you're confusing me.
idubbbz. You're saying idubbbz that you're not the type of person to throw an audience away or throw people away very easily. You threw an entire audience away, you fucking dipshit.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Shout.
How many women I fucked? Hassan, by the way, thousands. Yeah, thousands. Let me ask Galia. These shoes do not go. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Hassan's the type of dude who watches himself in the mirror when he has sex.
Watching me on a 30-second delay on your stream.
Wait, that's what I'm. Wait, how does he know I'm watching already?
Because you've been talking about it for the last 5 minutes.
It's not a fucking petty beef. It's like this guy is evil and he's doing anti-Semitism. These shoes do not go. I'm sorry.
There are many people, I'm sure, who have unfollowed you for the things that you've said and done. And I'm sure there are even more people who have stayed following you because they don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. They don't want to throw someone away because they've had some hard moments. We're all fucking human.
My good fucking friends who I stood by after all these fucking years can't find a spine to speak up. You know why? Because they'll get murdered.
And what you're saying to me is that I'm a bad friend and I'm a piece of shit. I'm spineless. I'm cowardly because I am following someone on Twitter.
Because they have mobilized such an insane harassment group.
That's not what he said.
John Willikers
That's
super
not what he
chatted
said.
$20. Yoko Ono ruined idubbbz. It has been downhill ever since then.
Amen.
Nope.
But that is not what he said. He said you didn't speak up. It's not about following. It's about speaking up.
It's not bad enough that I have this group of people harassing me and everyone in my life. It's that people outside of this group, journalists, creators, are actively participating in this gaslighting to make it seem like I'm fucking crazy.
Viewer of Tube super chatted $19.99.
Perfect pause.
Dubs really has a face for radio.
Look at the pause. Yo, viewer of Tube, but we timed that perfectly. God damn.
What he's getting at here, like, yeah, people are gaslighting you. A lot of people gaslit me when I apologized. That was actually like the #1 type of harassment I got was.
Have you noticed that idubbbz has gold teeth now because he's missing a few teeth, maybe from boxing?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Or just, yeah.
People gaslighting me and taking my newfound woke ideology to its extreme.
I've probably done and stood by idubbbz and Anissa more than anybody. I've stood by them when all the internet hated them.
But he did. Did you hear what he just said? He goes, people are gaslighting me by saying I took my woke ideology to the extreme. You did. You did. Nobody's gaslighting you with that. You went full retard.
Dude, Ethan Klein and more than Ethan Klein, the H3H3 podcast, because I'm talking about the employees like Starkilla and his wife, and just all these, that entire show has been supporting and platforming and getting behind Creator Clash, idubbbz and Anissa for years, and everybody fucking knows it. All right. And everybody fucking knows it. So I actually see where Ethan's coming from. Here I am fighting against these terrorist supporters of Twitch. All right. And you and your fucking wife can't say a single thing to defend us. A single fucking thing. I understand where fucking Ethan Klein and Healer are coming from.
Me too.
And if I'm idubbbz and you think they're overreacting, sure, whatever. But when you go and make a content cop in response, then it seems like fucking Hila Klein and Ethan Klein were 100% fucking validated in that opinion that you were not a friend. You responded with a fucking content cop proving that they were right for having those feelings. You fucking idiot. Anyhow.
I don't like that Ethan brought this up because it makes the relationship feel very transactional. Like, you know, we're just meant to support each other online despite our own personal morals or principles.
But I'll say this, I don't think they're fucking any friends of mine. And certainly I don't think they're any fucking friends of mine based on the text conversation I had with them too before I even talked about it. So I have nothing. Like, I don't need any fucking halfway friends, man.
I thought the text conversation that I had with him was very empathetic. I basically just said, like, I know you and Hila are experiencing a ton of harassment, and I essentially empathize with that, and I think there's something positive to get out of the conversation. But
yeah, and when you guys were experiencing a ton of harassment, idubbbz, you and Anissa experiencing a ton of harassment, who was there to defend you? Who was there to platform you? Who was there to say good things about you publicly on their show? Hila and fucking Ethan Klein. Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. Oh
and
my
idubbbz
God.
says, he goes, I'm not supposed to fucking sell up my morals. I have to stand by my morals here. So your morals is to align yourself with the terrorists of Twitch?
Dude.
That's your morals?
Listen. Okay. Look at this man. idubbbz. Look at this man. That is not fucking you. You are a fucking drone. Your little brain and your little fucking mouth is being controlled by your stupid fucking wife who always wanted to be a popular Twitch streamer and always wanted to be one of the intellectual cool kids of Twitch. It's literally her entire Twitch history, idiot. And now you are betraying one of your oldest friends online because your wife wants to be in with the Hassan Pikers, the fucking Twitch support group. You fucking idiot. I am looking at a dead man walking. You are not alive anymore, motherfucker. You're not even fucking saying the things you're saying. It's your wife, idiot. It is your fucking wife.
You know, if you zoom out the camera just a little bit, you can see her hand entirely up his ass, moving his mouth like a fucking Muppet.
Bro, it's fucking unbelievable. I can't believe what I'm watching right now. I can't believe this shit.
Refused to talk on the phone unless I was willing to publicly say something about my former editor and denims. As much as you don't want halfway friends,
love that
I also
That's a
don't
cell
want
phone.
that.
He says, Ethan Klein won't call me back. Ethan Klein won't talk to me on the phone with me anymore. Yeah, motherfucker. I wonder why.
Jesus Christ.
What a self-own.
Kind of halfway friend. I don't want someone who's going to give me like an ultimatum to have a conversation.
Could you not say something when this is like, imagine like one of you guys is like, Hassan actually wants to go to Israel, go to Gaza so he can strangle Israeli babies or some shit like that. I'd be like, you imagine me not saying something.
You're trying to make a one-to-one comparison where there isn't one. This guy that I follow on Twitter is not in the same relationship as you and one of your current employees who is streaming with you 3 days a week, 3 hours a day for the past 10 years. At one point during the stream, Ethan and Hila bring up Adam McIntyre. Now, Adam does basically the same thing as my former editor. He's critical of Ethan and Hila, and he is sometimes uncharitable and nasty towards them.
Adam McIntyre needs to just like disappear. That guy is a piece of shit, like of the lowest order. I never even stood by him when he talked bad about Trisha having a kid and called him like the spawn of Satan. He was supposedly on our side. I would never even co-sign that. I was disgusted by that statement too. I remember when he called her kid the spawn of Satan.
I never said anything.
And I was supposed to be like cheering on, but I wasn't going to cheer that on. That's
Why do you
disgusting.
forget that he called her children, which is something we would never do, the spawn of Satan?
It's disgusting.
And I
piece
mean,
of shit of a human.
it's just incredible who ends up being the good guys in this story. You know, it's really something.
Unfortunately, they never made a statement. They never said that they disagree with his statements about Trisha's baby until it's useful. Like, what is it, 3 years later? Like, I mean, you're talking about it like you were aware of it at the time and that there was some amount of pressure or enthusiasm for you to get down with that. And what it sounds like to me is that you did see it at the time and you were like, ooh, I don't like that. And you didn't endorse it and you didn't fuck with it. Huh. It's almost like that is a fucking identical situation to me.
It's just incredible who ends up being the good guys.
You know, maybe that's a good point. What do you think about that?
No opinion. I literally phased out because I can't fucking follow him anymore right now.
It just seems like, okay, if you're going to make that point, idubbbz, right? If you're going to make that point, shouldn't you have more examples than just one? I don't know. You know, it's like, I don't know.
It's such a stupid fucking point. And most of this video is.
Yeah.
You lead with this. You lead with.
I just don't. I don't see the correlation, right? Because Adam McIntyre is saying the baby is the spawn of Satan or whatever in reference to Trisha, someone they're beefing with. I don't see the correlation. They were beefing with her at the time.
Yeah, in this entire section, he basically goes on to say, like, it's not my job to come out and say that I know you didn't kill your dog. It's not my job to come out and say that you take care of your child. It's not my job to defend my friend when he's being unfairly criticized. Why the fuck wouldn't it be? That would be your job. That would be one important aspect of internet friendship. When one of your friends is being unfairly criticized of poisoning their child, killing their dogs, shitting themselves, maybe you're like, it's kind of dumb. I don't know. This whole section just pisses me off.
Wing's my internet friend, right? Yeah. I defended him when they were trying to say he was a PDF file, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? Boogie, I've never defended you, but I've never needed to. I've never needed to.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm perfect.
Because I knew you were guilty.
True.
I just brought your racist, homophobic, scammer, fake cancer ass on my show to make money.
Right. Yeah, right. Exactly. See, and that's what friends do.
Friends. I exploited your downfalls and gave you a cut of it.
Thank you.
And the story, you know, it's really something.
So yeah, the reason I'm bringing this up is because they're trying to like paint themselves as the good guys, and they're saying like, yeah, we strongly disavow things that are said, even about our enemies. We are the most immoral people on the internet, unlike Ian and Anissa, who are fucking keeping to themselves. Also, why the fuck does Olivia get the pass?
What a fucking asshole for putting you in that position, Olivia. You're friends with him, and you don't have to say anything. But like, what a fucking piece of shit. What a bad friend to put you in that position just for some fucking clout. It gets people angry at you, like, oh, how can she be friends with him? Which is total bullshit. Okay, Olivia did not do anything. And
I want the pass. Do I have to be an employee to get that treatment? Because then you'll just see me as an ally? Or is it because Ethan is afraid of wrongful termination accusations and lawsuits?
And also, I don't mind putting my friend Olivia, who's apparently my real friend, in a terribly weird, fucking uncomfortable situation where you end up getting hate for no reason.
Also, don't frame it as like other people.
I just don't understand this because there wasn't enough context. Olivia is friends with who? Like, I can't track this.
Olivia, I guess, is friends with Anissa and idubbbz, and they also work for H3.
I still don't follow the point. A lot of
it's a dumb point. There's nothing to follow.
Dude, do you guys remember like old idubbbz where he would upload a video and it was just funny and entertaining and you got everything that was said? Bro, this is some straight up like fucking high school drama shit that like you really have to be fucking glued into to understand. Because I know some of this stuff, but a lot of this stuff, he gets in the weeds and I'm just lost. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, buddy.
And the other hook for the other content cops is to say, when he was doing this, like whining and bitching about shit that I didn't really care that much about, you made it entertaining. This is just you sitting in a chair bitching. Fuck, I could do this. If this is what the internet now is, I'm back, baby.
All right, guys, to the non-members, I'm going to let you chat again once you hit 1,500 likes. Let's continue.
On Olivia, you're making it hard on all of these people. Please acknowledge your role in this whole fucking thing. Like, it's crazy how warm Ethan is to Olivia and saying how Olivia is essentially just a victim in this whole thing.
It gets people angry at you, like, oh, how can she be friends with him? Which is total bullshit.
But me and Anissa are spineless. Ethan, your whole system is scrambled. My intention isn't to throw the employees under the bus. Like, you guys serve as the fucking foundation for calling out Ethan's hypocrisy on the whole subject. And I know that you guys have probably pushed back against Ethan over the years. How often are you supposed to do that? Do you have to do that every fucking week? It kind of seems like it. And that's exhausting. I don't want to confront my boss. It's not my fucking job to confront my boss and say, today's segment on rapists and pedophiles on Twitch was not like not my favorite.
We're not even gonna get through this. Can we just skip like like until there's only like.
I mean, you could skip around at random, and it's just still more of the just the same shit.
All right.
It's like this point here is that he's his employees are scared of him because he's the boss. Well, number one, that's true of most boss employee situations. They're a little afraid to criticize the boss. Secondly, it's a hostile work environment. Everything I've heard from everybody that's ever worked with Ethan, I think the majority of it has been positive.
I don't know. It's just, what is the point? Like literally, like the point of this video makes no sense. The only thing that makes sense to me is his wife wants to be in good graces with the Hassan pikers of Twitch, the political loony lefties. Like that's it.
Exactly what it is. And you have to come in here and nitpick at the tiniest little fucking threads to make it make sense that he allied himself with the Twitch terrorist alliance.
All right, guys, we skipped 30 minutes ahead in this video. Let's just try to get to the end.
Just continue to talk about the conflict like they don't exist. It would be nicer, a lot nicer, for you to shut the fuck up about it. You're allowed to do that.
Hezbollah in Syria alone killed double that much. All right, I'm gonna move on. I just want to play Hassan talking about bad empanada.
Ethan doesn't want to change, and he wants to bring the entire crew down with him, because he's putting them in this position every day, right? But it's more important that he gets this shit off his chest. It's more important that he dumps. We're all familiar with Goblin mode. Well, Ethan debuted a new mode recently.
And by the way, my ratio is pretty good. Like, I'm looking at like 20 Goblin modes to 1 too far. Demon mode, let's call it.
What makes demon mode different than goblin mode is goblins aren't really like an intimidating, powerful force. If the goblin is persistent, it can get what it wants.
When I'm done with the other one, the big one that's dropping probably next week, my full attention is going to you, George, like the Eye of Sauron. I see you out there, you fucking cockroach.
Ethan, the reason the internet got behind you when you were being sued by Matt Haas or when you were being sued by Ryan Kavanaugh is because people saw you as the underdog. They saw you as the guy who's defending the common man.
I'm suing, and I cannot wait for you guys to read it. At the moment, we are writing 3 complaints for 3 people.
You are doing the classic rich asshole thing. You have a deficit of friends, you have a surplus of enemies. You feel really bad, you feel hurt, but you also have a surplus of money. So what can you do? You can use that money to bully and intimidate people. These public legal threats that you're making to fellow creators, these legal threats that you're making to people on Reddit, on Twitter, you're like,
yo, aren't the people he's suing were like going after him like IRL?
Yes.
It's like, dude, what?
He has a pretty legitimate case. It's not like he's litigious. It's not like he sues everybody on the internet that criticizes him. He literally has picked his targets pretty fucking well.
Rain Man, welcome to Cash Cow.
Like, I'm hurt. These people are hurting me. What do I do to stop it? There's nothing I can do to stop it. I'm powerless. No, you have a ton of power. You have a ton of options. You have a ton of choice. That's exactly what you get for being filthy rich, is you can do all of these things.
I've never want to sue someone for defamation, but at what point do you kind of fucking have to? I mean, this is like basically someone calling you a pedophile. Be like, yeah, no, Ethan's a pedophile.
Dan Clancy or whatever, like the CEO of Twitch, and be
pedophile. Dan KKK Clancy has a similar view on Hitler. Because Dan Clancy, the Nazi, fucking anti-Semite. There are certain things you can accuse people of that rise above to make it like actionable, which is like wrongfully accusing someone of being a pedophile, a sex criminal, a murderer, shit like that. Dan Clancy now, in other words, he is a pedophile.
You have...
Damn. Damn. I don't know what the evidence on that is, but damn.
No, the section here, once again, just shows me how far idubbbz has fallen, because most of the time, if you watch these clips in context of Ethan, the guy's being mostly sarcastic in these moments, I feel, and somehow idubbbz doesn't understand comedy anymore.
Maybe.
So much less to go off of saying that
than
anybody has about
based
Dream.
on his looks. Just on his based on his.
Oh, based on his looks. There we go. So there's some...
right. Sarcasm, idubbbz, you fucking idiot.
Well, at least he added that context.
Well, at least you're self-aware.
That's 100% a joke. I have no evidence to conclude that he is.
One of the more notable legal threats that Ethan has sent out recently is against Noah Samson.
I have nothing but vibes to gain, and potentially your money as well. Don't worry if you don't have it all now. I'll garnish your wages. You're going to be living with your parents for a lot longer, buddy. 26, you know what I mean? Try 46.
Noah made a video that was critical of Ethan and other content creators when they're talking about Israel and Palestine. I mean, the way he's talking about Noah on his podcast is so fucking creepy and weird.
Is this a new thing?
This is a new thing. This happened during the show. Upon initial examination, it seems to check out, and it's not great for young Noah.
Can I say that? Don't say it yet.
Don't say it.
So he's a rape. So of course his standard. I don't know what he's accused of, so I'm not actually going to say. But
Ethan brought on a former partner of Noah to basically just shit talk him and say that he's a bad partner. But that's all that Ethan was able to extract out of it.
You are not accusing him of committing any crimes or doing R-word or anything like that. the accusation is that he's a sleaze.
Absolutely. Noah
Yeah.
Simpson, as far as I know, is not a rapist.
Fuck you to Noah Sampson, who's not just a liar and a scumbag, but also a creep, allegedly. Allegedly.
Now let's talk about the left-leaning Democrat.
He presents himself as someone like me, a left-leaning Democrat who supports basic things.
The thing that made me start to question Ethan's intention.
God, as soon as these guys got into fucking politics,
they stopped being interesting. They stopped being funny. They stopped being good. They stopped being watchable.
The fun's just gone. It's okay to have a take from time to time, but bro, where's the fun at?
Well, there's this cycle that every YouTuber gets into, and I'm not gonna lie, I fell into it a little bit myself, right? You start off goofy, fun, talk about whatever you're passionate about, enjoying yourself, your audience is enjoying it too. Then you get a platform, and then someone gets into your fucking head. In my case, it was Casey Neistat. You have a fucking responsibility to talk about the most important stuff, the right thing, the thing you believe in, and then you fucking do it, and you get upset, you get this self-importance. idubbbz is so self-important now. idubbbz is like, I have to retract my past. I have to become such a good person. No, it's fucking terrible. Eat spaghetti in a sewer. Fucking crawl around in the garbage. That's when you were funny. Do bad unboxings. Do something good.
Dude, I'm gonna fall asleep. This is so boring. Anyhow, look at this motherfucker. Is he alive? Like, look at him. Is that guy alive? I can't tell if he's like alive. Is there a heartbeat? I'm confused.
Is that when he was suggested to talk to Sam Cedar, a fellow progressive, a guy that Ethan respects and looks up to,
He works with Sam Cedar at the Majority Report. I respect him and what they do there.
he kept saying that it was racist or anti-Semitic to suggest that he talked to someone
Cynthia
who's within
Breyer
the
super
same...
chatted $20. I just want to see a clip of Trisha crying on her kitchen floor. Those were the glory days of YouTube.
It's okay.
Rolling on the floor laughing.
It's okay, Cynthia. That's why we brought you Becky.
If she could clean up her kitchen floor enough to be able to fit her fat ass on it.
Cynthia, I'll do you a favor. I'll shoot a text over to Mike. I'll tell him to put it in the script. Becky's crying on the kitchen floor.
ethnic group is him.
That's why I said yesterday, like, I urge Ethan to talk to Sam Cedar. There are very thoughtful, very kind anti-Zionist Jews out there that he could talk to. I don't think that I will be able to reach him.
What's the insinuation that I only listen to other Jewish people? You need to talk to my pre-approved list of Jews that like agree with me on everything. You know, it doesn't matter if they're Jewish, dude. It doesn't matter if they're fucking Jewish.
I think most Jews.
I don't think Jews at large view it. I don't think that is the...
In what position are you to even say that?
It's not motivated by myself. It's motivated by Jews against anti-Zionist
No, seriously, how can you speak for my entire ethnic group? I find that really interesting.
Ethan, I don't know what to fucking tell you. This is like step one of having a leftist ideology, is recognizing our race, religion, nationality, all this shit, all shape our experiences as people.
That's the reason why it'd be better served to have this conversation not with myself, but with an anti-Zionist Jewish person.
Why does it matter if they're Jewish?
Because I'm not Jewish, and you've said in this conversation that, like, how can you tell me how to feel about the situation?
Yeah, but how is one person a representative of Jews at large? I'm just telling you how Jewish people around the world interpret that phrase.
So yes, Ethan, on occasion you might be suggested to talk to someone who has some crossover with you. It doesn't have to be your ethnicity. It could possibly be someone who shares progressive ideology with you. It could possibly be someone...
God, how is fucking idubbbz having this fucking conversation? Why did you upload this?
Once again, this entire section is him saying, why would Ethan Klein pick and choose who's allowed to be on his platform? Because he owns the fucking platform, you moron. The other thing that he says in this, I don't know if we're going to hear it or not, but he says, I don't attack people in my podcast. That's why it only gets 3,000 views, because I talk about movies like The Vampire Diaries or some shit. Oh, the reason nobody there are plenty of podcasts out there that talk about dumb shit. I listen to The Office Ladies, which is just people from The Office recapping a fucking 12-year-old television show. It's one of the most popular podcasts on the platform. You don't have to attack a goddamn person. It's the fact that people like who's on those platforms, who's on those podcasts. This show's successful because people find KEEMSTAR to be fucking entertaining. You are not entertaining. Anise is not entertaining. Attack whoever you want. It will be boring then too.
This sucks. This is boring nonsense. Type of one in the chat if you're bored out of your mind.
someone who is of your same gender. I think Ethan understands this concept very well. He listened to these women on his show when they told him that he shouldn't be calling women bitches.
This bitch is intolerable. You are such a nasty fucking bitch, Cam.
I don't know if you can call.
I love that he's going so far back with the clips that Ethan is literally gaining another fucking human.
Yeah, he has to go so far back that Ethan's fat again.
He has to go so far back that Ethan's fat as fuck.
Her a bitch though.
She is a bitch. She's a fucking bitch. You're right. I call her a see you next Tuesday.
Listen, by the way, this Ethan right here was like literally retarded. Fat Ethan was the stupidest motherfucker on the internet.
I agree. You know, I normally say like I miss the fat version of people. I do not miss Fat Ethan. I really don't.
Fat Ethan had mental handicaps. Skinny Ethan seems to be more equipped.
I'm curious what do Lena and Sam think about it.
I wouldn't be okay with that.
Yeah.
I feel like that it's for the girlies, Ethan. But I
So
agree.
you guys all seem to be in consensus that it's in poor form. I think to respect the women here in the room, I'm going to have to pass on saying that.
The infantilization of Ethan Klein is fucking nauseating. He's not a child. He is absolutely capable of looking into Hassan, learning about his politics, interviewing, doing loads of things to figure out where he stands.
He presents himself as someone like me, a left.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is idubbbz making the argument that Ethan needs to be able to interview Hassan?
No, he's making the argument.
I'm
that,
lost.
That H3 said, I didn't know that Hassan was as fucking far extremist as he was. And idubbbz is making the complaint. Well, you should have. You should have known. You should have known what was going on in his heart and his mind.
Okay.
You should have known that when the Middle East perked back up again, he would go full fucking extremist mode. No, how could you know that?
I think he should have known that too. I think idubbbz is making a decent point there, but again, who cares?
I disagree.
Fucking cares?
Like, Hassan's a piece of shit, but like, who could have seen that Hassan would be that big of a piece of shit? It's wild to me.
Leaning Democrat who supports basic things. And for the first time, I noticed an inordinate amount of radical, hardcore leftists. I mean, I thought we were social democrats, not whatever this was. This comment from Hassan really started to sound some alarms in my head. I was already getting uncomfortable with our partnership. I started to wonder if I had any idea who this guy actually is.
You made how many episodes with Hassan? Like, this guy made a fucking program with the biggest mega leftist on the platform. Now he's acting like he was tricked and he was incapable of figuring out what this guy's beliefs were. Bro, I didn't make the fucking leftist program. You did. You made fucking, what, 60 some odd episodes of this shit for hours talking to this guy? You didn't have a problem with any of it until, Ethan talks about being aware of Hassan's 9/11 comments and then sort of leaves it at that. Like it was just a joke. Actually, I think Ethan describes them as edgy moments or jokes.
You might remember him from such classics as
America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it, I'm saying it.
Now, to be clear, I knew about all these edgy and controversial jokes at the time we made the show together, because who am I to judge?
No, Ethan, those aren't jokes, right? When someone makes a controversial statement like that, that's not them trying to be funny. I can understand why you would conflate the two. That is someone who is extremely frustrated and passionate about a particular topic. In this case, American...
Oh, God. Did Anissa write this script?
Of course she did. Of course she did.
Those are not jokes. That's someone that's frustrated and they're extremely passionate about their political... Bro, come on.
Yeah, I hate everything.
The guy's
about
a
this
fucking
video. I hate
grifter.
it all.
The guy goes up, pushes like extremist views, and gets money to do it. Are you this blind? Are you this fucking blind, dubbies? Dubbies! I thought this was the content cop. Bro, you're busting the fucking investigation. Aren't you like a cop, right? You're writing a false report here, buddy.
Imperialism and terrorism. You could have looked into that. You could have talked to Hassan a little bit more and found out what his international politics opinions are, but you wouldn't.
Dude, Hassan Piker doesn't give a flying fuck at what he's saying. There's a million fucking exposed videos on Hassan Piker being a hypocrite, Hassan Piker flip-flopping, Hassan Piker just saying the most outlandish, crazy shit to get money. And you even open this content cop saying as such. You said a lot of these fucking people are going off and they're saying extreme stuff for clout and money. That's what he says in this fucking video, right? Yeah. Now he's saying those aren't jokes. That's not an edgy joke. That's someone that's just frustrated. They're so passionate about the fucking issue and they slip up and got a little bit too emotional. You're an idiot, idubbbz. Go.
No, this something just clicked in my brain. Oh my God, idubbbz is self-reporting here.
Yes!
He's literally saying that everything old iDubbbz said, he meant it. He meant it. If you don't understand the concept
Grievous
of
Demise super chatted
bullshitting on the internet for
$20.
clout,
Wasn't
then it
his
means
nickname
you
the
meant
content
it.
cuck? All I know about Piker is Sam Hyde yelling about OC Ming OT his house.
idubbbz, this is a complete self-destruct, self-own video. You're a fucking idiot. I cannot believe you let your wife and her need to be a part of this Twitch clique. Like, I can't believe you allowed her to produce this, to make this shit. There's no way.
You don't even need to do that. You can look at it online. You're not a victim. You weren't tricked. You made 60 some odd episodes. If you didn't want to go down this route, you shouldn't have done it. But that was your fucking choice. You did it. You are an adult. When Ethan and Hila are watching Matt Lieb saying that one state doesn't represent all Jews, they cannot wrap their heads around the idea.
No single person represents all Jews. I'm just telling you how Jewish people around the world interpret that phrase.
No single person represents all Jews, as no single state represents all Jews.
This is another weird thing.
Oh my God.
Israel, this is a lie that I see Hassan and people pander. They say that Israel's going to war on behalf of Judaism. They have never, I don't believe that that's ever been stated. And I don't think Israel ever explains that it's like, I think Israel says it's a place where Jews can go.
Israel is just a place Jews can go? With that slogan, we might actually have peace. You know, if that's all you're defining Israel as, is a place Jews can go. Like, sure, it sounds like America to me. Like, all right.
I don't think that Israel said they represent all Jews. I don't think that's a stance. We're like, hey, displacing Palestinians is all Jewish people.
Ethan is being so disingenuous here to suggest that he doesn't understand what Matt Lieb is saying. Like, like he's making a semantic argument. Like, I don't think Israel has said that it represents every last Jew on the planet. I don't think Israel has claimed that.
Oh my God, this is all so pointless. I can't even follow. I can't follow.
I can't even pay attention anymore.
Dude, listen.
This is my second time watching this, and I can't even follow it. It's so goddamn boring.
idubbbz, make a clear point to the audience. Don't talk in circles. Don't try to be this fucking high IQ fucking, you got to find the Easter eggs in what I'm saying
Omari
to understand me, bro.
$19.99. Is it a coincidence that Content Cop came out on Sam Hyde's birthday, lol?
We don't know. We don't know. We don't know.
That's why we all thought it was going to be the Sam Hyde episode, you know?
But guys, here's the good news. There's only 9 minutes left. There's only 9 minutes left. So let's see how this fucking bullshit ends.
They're not going to say that their most genocidal behavior represents anything to do with them, okay? But what they are going to do is they're going to inexplicably link Israel and Jewishness together, so when they're being criticized, all of a sudden, they have the perfect defense. Oh, another thing I need to mention. There was a tier list. It was called the Who Can Say Habibi tier list. It was presented at TwitchCon as like a panel that was just meant to be lighthearted and fun, and Ethan Klein saw that, and he decided that it was anti-Semitic.
Tier list, and we're going to need your help to discuss and figure out who can say Habibi and who can't. And also, we have tiers. We have Arab coded. They ask permission to say Habibi. You know, like you got like a white guy's like, can I say it? Is it slurs? And then Love Sabra, which is they're not Arab coded at all.
Now, when I first saw this tier list, I immediately knew what it was doing.
Okay, by the way, love Saba means like Jewish. Right?
Still don't understand any of that.
Right.
I'm not tuned in to like this set of politics.
Okay, I'm trying to think of what it is. It's like a dip or something that the Jewish people eat.
Yeah. So
that's
you can get it in
blessed.
every Walmart. It is a brand of a hummus. It is
Yes.
like the Walmart brand of hummus. It's not good to eat, but it'll do in a pinch. That's what it's considered.
So the joke here is, are you, an Arab or are you a Jewish? Bad. Arab good, Jewish bad.
Right. Bingo.
That's literally what they're saying. Everybody gets it, right? Let me guess. idubbbz doesn't get it?
Oh, he definitely does not get it.
Well, let me guess.
I was like, oh, it's a play on the who has the N-word pass and who doesn't tier list. Granted, Habibi is very different than the N-word, but it is a cultural word amongst Arabic-speaking people and Muslim people. Like that is a word that's used. Habibi, it means my love. Oh no, don't do that, Habibi. Oh yes, Habibi. You're my Habibi, I'm your Habibi. So yes, it's meant to be a fun way that these Arab content creators can express their Arab culture and be proud of it and happy about it. Because
Cynthia
it's not
Breyer
like they have
super
massive
chatted
representation.
$20. Boogie, will you go ding dong ditch your neighbors for us? Pretty please.
When we get done with this bullshit, this boring bullshit, we'll have about 30 minutes left in the show. We'll do something entertaining. We'll figure it out.
I promise you.
Or wait, guys, call into the show, go into members waiting. As soon as we're done with this, We're going to bring you on, and you must do a stunt for our entertainment. Let's make the fans entertain us, for fuck's sake. It's been a rough week, okay? It's been a rough week. We'll come back tomorrow with some hits.
On the platform.
Making a tier list based on race. And nobody has a fucking problem with that. Okay, you have a tier list based on race. Where's the Jewish panel? Where's the Jewish panel? Where at the top it says Jewish. It's a tier list based on Arab to Jew. He's Arab, which is good.
Rick
That's the best thing you can
Sanchez
be on this.
super chatted $19.99. Free Mr. Based. Josh sucks solo. Girth over length fee Mr. Based. Trisha Paytas was the best part of H3. Mr. Based is a content hero. Free based and free based mode. Absolutely free him. Put the fries in the boogie.
Okay, all right.
Yes, that's the best. This is racist.
I will say that conveying information through a tier list is not the most effective thing, but Ethan should understand this principle. He did a white slurs tier list with Hassan.
Cracker.
I mean, you know what my take is.
We can't put this as an F. Cracker. I mean, that's...
I want to skip this because I don't want to get dinged.
He doesn't understand Arab culture. There's a lot of Arabs who eat sabra. There's a lot of people like me who eat sabra. A lot of the times it's all that's in the store, and I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna eat it, but it is not the good shit. Like the average Arab American, they're gonna go in the store and the only option they have is fucking sabra, and that sucks. That's
Oh my God, this is the fucking point that he's making? He's defending the list because other people eat hummus?
Yes.
Why are you not understanding? Like, it's idubbbz. Do not try to talk away this joke and gaslight us. That's retarded. That is so retarded. The joke was literally Arab Jew. That was the joke. All right. Whether you think it's funny, whether you think it's offensive, whatever, right? Don't defend it. You sound like a fucking idiot.
That's the only option, right? Arab communities and distribution facilities are not widespread across the U.S. So what are they left with? They're left with a common, relatable, shitty hummus, which is sabra. And what's so fucking pathetic about this whole thing is after he was able to get these Arab creators banned off of Twitch for 30 days, he goes on to talk about how bad sabra hummus is on his show.
I don't think anybody wants to prefer sabra over homemade, like, restaurant quality hummus. You know, it's what's there.
Like weirdly fluffy.
It is
Sabra,
fluffy.
weird.
Yeah.
I would buy it sometimes and eat it. It's not the best.
The problem is with sabra, in my opinion, it's only good for the first 2 days.
For some reason, like, when you eat this sabra shit, it just feels so much heavier.
Why is this in the content cup?
I have no.
I'm just so fucking confused. This is.
You know what would have been really entertaining in this part, idubbbz? It would have been entertaining in this part where if you went into a sewer and ate hummus to prove the point, and you like fucking flaked clackers at the beach and done literally anything entertaining, then at least you could have been entertaining while you were also dumb.
Dude, him and his wife, idubbbz and his wife, Anissa, are just sitting there. They're like, bro, what else can we put in this content cop? I know. Let's defend the hummus. Yeah. Let's defend the hummus in the content cop. God, this is bad. 20 gifted members coming from Russ Cheney. He's a big Russ fan. Russ is an independent rapper that makes so much money. God, that guy makes money because he's all independent, no label.
Yeah. Imagine eating a whole fucking vat of sabra. That's crazy.
Yeah. I've never liked hummus. Oh, well, you hate Jews then.
And Arabs.
Yeah. This is racist.
Yeah, it's almost like you can have a discussion about sabra hummus being a bad hummus without it being at all related to a Jewish thing or an Israeli thing. He can have.
But it was, bro. How the fuck could you ever, idubbbz, convince the million people that are gonna watch this content cop that that's not what they were going for? How?
Can't. You literally can't.
How? You're an idiot. Like, this might be the weakest argument in this entire fucking thing.
There's some pretty weak ones.
Jesus Christ.
That discussion as much as he wants on his podcast because we all know his intentions are anti-Semitic.
This is what he did. He hit his heart hard.
The Zionism is leading to not accepting other cultures, embracing their own culture, and instead thinking that that is an attack on you. There's this incident on the podcast where they were reacting to Cutie Cinderella, and Ethan was laughing during it. So that ended up being a pretty important wake-up call for Ethan. He made an apology video directed at Cutie Cinderella, and
can I just point out? I would like to point out during this entire content cop, idubbbz, a YouTuber, right? A legendary YouTuber has been defending Twitch streamers. Okay. Let me say this again. All right. A YouTuber, legendary YouTuber from the golden days has been defending Twitch streamers through this entire video.
Yep.
idubbbz is not a Twitch streamer, but you know who is and who's always inspired to be one? His fucking wife!
Exactly.
His fucking wife! His fucking wife!
Oh,
holy shit! Like, do you not understand? I can see right through you. I can see right through you.
It was graded by a professional psychologist, Dr. Kirk Honda of Psychology in Seattle, and Ethan got an A+ rating.
In terms of a public apology, this is A+.
Ethan won't stop talking about his A+ rating.
You know he rated my apology to Cutie Cinderella a perfect score? A perfect 10.
A perfect 10 out of 10?
Literally 10 out of 10. Go back. I can teach you how to make a good apology. I'm the best
10 out of 10.
I know what a perfect apology is, lady. You fucking don't. Is my perfect apology in this PowerPoint? Dude, I got a perfect 10 out of 10.
This one is actually best apology, so.
Ethan Klein, you guys, oh my God.
I was trying really hard to think about an impactful moment during this video. Like, could I do something that would really wake Ethan up? And I don't know if this came from a good place or not, but I came up with the idea of getting Ethan's grade changed from an A to a B at least. So I went to visit Psychology in Seattle. I'm not confident that Kirk will change his grade, but it's worth trying. And, you know, we might learn a thing or two.
Xander! Probably get pretty low marks. Unlike me, perfect score 10. I said, hey, Lud, no big drama. Why are you such a spineless coward of a person? Now that you've been...
Guys, there's only 5 minutes left. I know everyone's getting impatient, but there is literally only 5 minutes left of this.
...inserted yourself and your girlfriend into this conversation.
Okay, idubbbz, I hear you. You're in the room with me right now. I hear you. I hear your request. I understand it. I can understand where it's coming from. And I guess have a policy that when there is a grade for an apology, I am just grading that discrete apology as I see it without taking any consideration of prior or future behavior. If you're wanting me to comment on the overall behavior or the recent behavior from the clips that you have shown me, I believe that Ethan is a good person and that eventually he will feel sorrow and will feel sorry and will apologize, and I will be there to evaluate that apology when it happens, which I know it will.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks! Unfortunately, Kirk did not change his grade, but that's okay, because this is the internet. Anyone can have their own official...
Pause it. He literally went to this guy who did the innocuous thing of rating something Ethan Klein did well with a positive rating, an apology video, and tried to get him to backtrack on the rating, and the guy's like, no, why would I do that? And then he included it in the video!
You're a loser. You are a fucking loser. idubbbz? Only a loser would do that. Like that, you're a fucking loser.
Truly.
Who would do that? I don't understand it.
Edit this part out. I'm so confused.
That is such a loser thing to do.
This entire video is just idubbbz racking up L's for himself, and then he hit upload on it. I don't understand.
idubbbz, when you boxed, I was genuinely proud of you, right? You're going in there, you're taking big hits, but you're like a dog, bro. You don't give up. You fight, right? But there's something I noticed in your boxing matches is you don't have the killer in you. You don't have the fucking winner in you. It's missing. It was like in your boxing matches, it seemed like you wanted to get hit in the head. Not that you want to win, not that you want to knock the other guy out. It seemed like you wanted to get beat up in that ring, right? Like,
seems like the same goddamn thing in this video. It seems like his wife, through her manipulative tactics, has taught him, you're a bad person. You used to say the N-word. You must suffer forever.
You are submissive, and it's weird. And it's been like this for a while. Like, I don't know where the man is. I don't know where the fucking, Where's the man? Where is the man in the body? It's like missing.
The man died on the day that Anissa took his virginity.
I don't get it. Like, I don't understand. Is he transforming? Is he taking like estrogen shots? Like, what is going on?
It looks like it a lot of the times. It really does. Like, look, even his face right there. He looks like the shell of the man he used to be.
I'm lost.
Official apology rating system. So I'm going to rate Ethan's apology a B-. That's just based on my own feelings and my own rubric. When Psychology in Seattle was watching these video clips of Ethan, he said that it looks like Ethan could just use a hug. Now, of course, it kind of pisses me off to hear that shit because I'm like, what are we doing? What are we saying? He needs a hug? No, he doesn't need a hug. He needs a good fucking ass whooping is what he needs. I think something that's...
Yeah, but this is not it.
Yeah.
This is not it. This is embarrassing.
No.
Very important to me in bringing back Content Cop is to be fair. I think that was something that was not illustrated in previous Content Cops that I think should have been and probably wouldn't have left me with so much regret. Ethan deserves all of the criticism that he's getting. I think it's very valid. But I also think at the end of the day, we should acknowledge that he's human because he is human. And he is...
Okay. Ethan deserves all the criticism he's getting. Do you know who's giving him the criticism? The fucking Twitch terrorist supporters.
Yes.
Yeah, you're saying, idubbbz, the Twitch terrorist supporters have a right to criticize Ethan, and then you put them in your video. I don't get this. I don't fucking get this.
Is in a situation that's making him extremely scared, paranoid, defensive, sensitive, and I'm sure other features and feelings. In the spirit of Kirk saying that it looks like Ethan could just use a hug, I have challenged some of his most powerful haters to put down the haterade and just say something nice and charitable about him because I think he deserves it.
I just wanted to say that I respect that you are genuinely yourself on the internet. I think a lot of other people respect you for it as well. I think that's a big reason why people were drawn to your content in the first place. I think that's a lot of the reason why your employees chose to work with you over anyone else.
Ethan, I think it's respectable that you even began this journey to leave behind the anti.
Notice how they put his name.
Yeah. Sean the Black. He's what? There's so what is I don't.
They had to put his name. We don't know who this guy is.
No, but he's literally the black guy. He's the one black guy. Ian knows the black guy.
He's
Sean the Black guy.
He's Sean the Black.
Yes, you gotta be proud and step into a more empathetic worldview. I know it's not easy.
Ethan Klein.
Who the fuck?
I think that when you are being goofy, when you're being silly, when you are being lighthearted, and just having fun with your friends, I think that is when you're at your best. So I'd love to see more of that.
Pause it. Scroll back to what Matt is saying here and put it at 1.0. Please, this is so important.
1.0?
This is so important.
Okay.
Journey to leave behind the anti. Yes, you gotta be proud and step into a more empathetic worldview. I know it's not easy.
Tell me what.
Ethan Klein.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to stop?
Listen, he's gonna play it right now.
Okay.
I think that when you are being goofy, when you're being silly, when you are being lighthearted, and just having fun with your friends, I think that is when you're at your best. So I'd love to see more of that. That'd be sick.
I will be reading my letter.
What?
Yes, that is true of Ethan. It is true that when Ethan is being lighthearted and goofy and silly, that's when he's at his best. idubbbz, Matt is talking to you too. Matt is talking to you too. That's the idubbbz everybody misses. Get that fucking whore's hand out of your ass and go back to being a goddamn entertainer.
He's just gonna say, Boogie, stop gaslighting me. Why is Boogie gaslighting me right now? That's what they use these terms instead of actually having conversations.
I think that when you are being goofy, when you're being silly, when you are being lighthearted, and just having fun with your friends, I think that is when you're at your best. So I'd love to see more of that. That'd be sick.
I will be reading my letter off because I don't want to sound robotic. H3 used to be the sports figure that I used to watch. I hope that one day gets back to what I am.
No one cares. No one cares.
You know,
how's it gonna end?
Worse for them. And I have been kind of slipping.
Wait, was he crying at the end? What the fuck? Hold on.
The estrogen really got him crying.
Wait, what? He's crying?
And fighting it, he changed YouTube for the better. And I thought that was cool because I thought it was like he was fighting for free speech.
I also see the dynamic of Ethan and Neil. I'm like, fuck, like.
Oh my God.
Oh.
I turned it off by now.
We missed
the estrogen has really done a number on this guy.
We missed the whole crying thing. He cried to the therapist about Ethan.
And then he uploaded it. He wanted us to make fun of it. He wants us to make fun of him. Why? Why?
I mean, granted, just yesterday I was crying on the show, but you know, my pet died.
Yeah, it's a very different thing. He's crying over Ethan and Hila. I love them so much, but they disagree with me a little bit. They don't agree with the Muslim terrorist of fucking Twitch.
Chat is saying, please box this guy. Boxing takes a long time to learn, and idubbbz already has like what, 3 or 4, maybe 4 years of like, dude, if me and idubbbz were to box, he probably would beat me at this point. And we're way different in weight classes, but he's so far ahead. But you never know. But I wouldn't do it either. I'm old. I'm fucking just old.
It's really hard to be a couple online and see people attacking your partner, and it's like, okay, like if you come to their defense, if that doesn't always help them, right? Sometimes that makes it worse for them.
And I have been.
What? He's telling the therapist when people attack his partner, when he defends him, sometimes it makes it worse. Every time it made it worse, idubbbz.
Every time.
This is crazy. Why is this in the video? This is wild.
And kind of slipping into a very unhealthy place where it's gotten worse and worse, and I get criticized more and more, and I get more defensive and more pulled up, a feeling of almost infallibility that I could take anything on. It led me to make a lot of mistakes, and then when I was criticized for those mistakes, then I would act extremely defensive and nasty and not really processing them in a healthy way.
Okay.
Thal super chatted $20. Keem, can I get unbanned PLS?
No, motherfucker. We DM'd you and we told you, hey, get these certain people, Voldemort's, off your friends list and get out of their servers. And you told the moderators to go fuck off. So they fucked off and they're not coming back. Sorry, Nate. Anyhow. What was I going to say? Oh, we got people in waiting that are going to entertain us. There's nobody.
Yes, thank God.
There's
please.
literally nobody in waiting to entertain us. Angie, upload. You're live on the show. Jesus fucking Christ. Mr. Snow Miser, you're live on the show. Bro, we don't get call-ins anymore.
Yeah, I'm dead inside. I'm dead inside.
We got
this,
the number
this
one
killed our
show.
audience. This killed the show. This episode. This is the one.
No, we just don't get call-ins anymore. Have you noticed that? Nobody calls into our show anymore. Because, listen, when they call into like Milkers and all these other shows, they talk to them and they leave them on there for a long time. As soon as these people call in, they get boring. I kick them out, right? So now people are like, well, fuck, I ain't going up there. Keem might think I'm boring.
Yeah, but they'll literally fucking set on Milkers for 20 minutes being boring as fuck because they'll fill the dead airtime.
I wonder what's in our docket because this wasn't in our docket. Well, maybe we have something good in our docket.
I put some AI generated photos in the docket that are really good, I think.
There's a bunch of reactions to the content cop. Should we watch them?
Yes, please.
We might as well just do that since this is the theme of the show.
I also do want to see what people in fucking chat have to say. Like, if you don't want to comment on the show, let us know via donation. I want to hear what you have to say.
All right, so this is what Hassan Piker said.
Bloomberg article written by a fantastic reporter basically revealed all of this targeted Gamergate style brigading, this relatively sophisticated brigading campaign. And then,
okay, this guy's just a fucking idiot. He's using all the Gamergate style brigading. He's only using that term Gamergate to Get the journalists to write more articles because
Yes,
journalists are
11 years later, Gamergate. Let's mention Gamergate. 11 years later.
This is why this guy doesn't believe anything he's saying. It's literally a grift. Hassan Piker is a grift. He's using terms like Gamergate to then get the fucking journalists riled up to then write articles
Monty
about this.
Hebert
Like,
super chatted $20. Pretty sad how far idubbbz has fallen. Even the racist PPP and Andy Warski at Keno Casino get W's on him. Just sad, pensive face.
Here we go.
Then they had to delete all this shit. And there wasn't a moment where I was like, I'm being gang stalked. You know what I mean? I didn't fucking run around and lose my goddamn mind. I just kept my head down and just kept doing what I do. Which is ironic because that's what I wanted Ethan to do from the beginning.
okay. That just seems like a cuck.
Here.
Gamers Asylum with the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. Here's Asmongold.
This together. Oh yeah, this is gonna get people mad at him because these are like all the like left-wing political people on Twitter. That's gonna get
Said Asmongold. Say Twitch terrorist supporters. Twitch terrorist supporters. Sad Asmongold. Say the right stuff.
get people really, really pissed off. Why is he doing a Fortnite? Wait, what is... Wait, what?
Okay. Okay, we get the reaction. That's how we were too. Willie Mack is saying it's trash. Grievous
Look at all
Demise.
these
Thank you
different
for the...
stuff. There's five more. Goddamn.
Yeah, we might hit 100 new
Troy
members
Speaks
tonight.
Japanese super chatted $19.99. Random dono to once again thank Keem for bringing on one buff weeb. I legit feel represented. Also, daily reminder that Boogie is not a real narcissist. He literally never brags about being a literal YouTube legend. Mount Rushmore.
By the way, I know representation is important to certain people. I do not hire anyone based on their fucking race. I do not hire anyone. Well, I do hire people based on their gender now that I think about it because of Queens, you know. Yeah, I have
Well, you
done
kind of
that.
have to, right? Like if you're running
yeah.
Hooters, you can't put men at the waitress
Yeah,
spots.
but I do not hire people based on their race. I hired one buff weed because I think the guy's pretty entertaining. So far he's been a pretty good fit for the show. Willie Mack said, not gonna lie, even if the vid turns out to be trash, it's just hype to see him make another one.
Yeah, that's the best thing you can say about this. Well, I guess it's better than nothing.
Isn't that weird? We knew this was gonna suck, but we felt like we had to react to it. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's like going to a funeral for a friend, right? Like this is the end of Content Cop. This is how it died right here.
Yep. Here's that scene again. This is going viral on Twitter.
I also see the dynamic of Ethan and Neil. I'm like, fuck, like, it's really hard to be a couple online and see people attacking your partner, and it's like, okay, like if you come to their defense.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
Oh, that is just so fucking brutal. Okay, I know what we can do, Boogie.
What?
Bear with me 2 seconds.
By the way, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people
Power Age
waiting. to entertain us.
1986 super chatted $20.12. Giving this to be nice to Keem and Boogie. Have a good one, gents.
Well, thank you so much. And anyone donating, we truly appreciate you. I have to pull up a different, I don't know where the fuck that's going. I got to pull up a different browser here. What the fuck? Hold on. What is going on? I'm so confused. All right.
Yeah.
Go, Boogie, you just talk for a second. I got to do something.
Yeah, you do that. At the end of the day, I still hold out hope that one day idubbbz will get a divorce. That's what it really comes down to. I don't hold out hope that he can be entertaining with the albatross that is Anissa wrapped around his neck, pulling him down. I don't think it's possible that it will
Troy
ever get
Speaks
an
Japanese super chatted $19.99. I know you don't Keem, but I am still allowed to be proud to be represented. Boogie, you're gonna get this glazing. I want to hear you admit you're one of the GOATs.
I am one of the first people on YouTube. That's the best I can tell you.
Okay, I'm done. All right, guys, I have an important announcement to make. All right. During the camping trip, this little lady was a lot of help and offered to help a ton of people at, at Fat Camp. And since then, she's been almost on every single show, calling in, intertwined with multiple things. One person who she truly hates, she even offered to make thumbnails for last night, and that was Glammy Lammy. Wow. And the person that offered to make Glammy Lammy's thumbnails was Xylee Gets Real. The person who's been calling into every show as the wartime reporter is Xylee Gets Real. And the person that even offered to drive Becky back and forth from her cabin at Fat Camp was Xylee Gets Real. And for those reasons, ladies and gentlemen, the employee of the month is Xylee Gets Real. Yeah. All right, let me get the post up there real quick. Let me go to announcements.
You know,
I had to
if
get my
anybody
file ready.
deserved it, it's fucking Xylee this month. You're 100%. You nailed it this time. Wow.
And publish, and let me share it to our Discord on main. There we go. All right, we're back. That's done.
Hell yeah.
All right. Now let's do these call-ins. Aaron.
Troy Speaks Japanese super chatted $19.99. Boogie, I paid $20 for you to drop the humble act. Give me 5 minutes of you being honest about your impact on YouTube.
5 minutes. I can't do 5 minutes, but I'll give you 30 seconds. Look, I was one of the very first people on the platform, and I helped pave the way. I was making YouTube videos before there was even a partner program, just for the love of the goddamn platform. I was at every fucking VidCon for 6 years in a row. I was at every YouTube event. I got flown out with Casey Neistat, fucking Justine, fucking James Charles, the top of the goddamn crop. I was right there with every single one of them. And yeah, I made my mistakes. I fucked up. I stopped uploading. I'm a piece of shit. But at the end of the day, I'm a piece of shit that was at the top of the fucking game. A lot of people would beg to be where I was when I fell off. You'll never even reach my bottom point.
Aaron,
bitches.
Aaron. Hello, Aaron.
What up? What up? What up?
What's going on? You're here to entertain us. Where's your camera?
Hold on 1 second.
What's going on?
You spelled employee wrong.
So?
Why won't my fucking camera turn on?
Okay. Boring. Bobcat, what do you got for us? Bobcat!
Bombo
God, I
Clark.
hate call-ins. I hate fucking call-ins, bro. Bobcat, what's
This
up?
is why nobody calls in, because you yell at them. You tell them how bad they
Dude,
are.
you bring them in, they don't fucking talk. They don't turn off their mic. They don't turn off their fucking camera. What's going on, bro? You got a camera?
I do not have a camera. I'm broke.
Okay, how can we help you?
I've been listening to this idubbbz shit. Because I used to watch him when he did the original like bad unboxing and content cop shit, and the whole Leafy drama was funny as shit. I don't think that he is capable anymore of making that edgy content, or he'll be fucking cucked by his bitch wife.
Yeah, not as long. And forget even edgy content. He can't make good content. It always has to be self-flagellating bullshit. It's got, I'm the worst. I used to be the worst. I said the N-word. I'm the worst.
Well, he comes from that era of the internet where everybody said that shit, but he's one of the few people on the internet that actually like feels like some moral obligation to apologize for some reason.
Yeah, it was just shit. Thank you, Bobcat. Daredevil, you're live on the show.
Hello?
What's going on?
Hi. One moment. Let me drag myself down here so I can turn on my camera.
Lucy Fina, thank you for the one gifted. What do you got for us?
Hi. First of all, I'm the person who animated that thing, Rikaru. And I want to say, is it okay I crash out at Eric? Because I'm still pretty fucking mad at him.
Yeah.
You know?
What do you got for Eric?
Is Eric around?
Eric, get in
one,
here.
he's a big scammer. Get in here, Eric. I got some words to say to you.
Eric
right
is
now,
a
sir.
Scammer for sure.
I want to crash out on him because I'm really disappointed in him.
All right, let's get Eric in here.
I'm a nice girl and all that, but I got some words for that boy. Listen here,
Eric.
that animation I did for you, I did it by myself. And mind you, I work an 8 to 3:30 job working with special needs kids, which is very exhausting, all right? I put that whole month while you guys were at Fat Camp working on that thing. That boy had since, what, January to work on that little Lego animation of you? And he let a big ego go to his head.
You made that video we reviewed?
Yeah. I'm making another one right now.
Dude, you crushed on that. That was amazing. It's like the
Thank
intro.
you.
It's the intro, and you did the cartoons in the background. Oh, everybody loved that. Yeah. Get his ass.
Thank you. And I appreciated everyone coming by and liking it and stuff.
So no, wait a
I'm
second.
making
You
another
said-
one because I want to work with you with it. I have friends who can help me animate. We're collaborating.
You said you work with special needs kids, right?
Yeah. So when you were saying you're autistic, I was pretty mad about that, Boogie.
Well, so what you're basically saying is you might be able to help Eric get his goddamn Minecraft or Lego shit done.
You
know, he special needs his shit right now.
You
Can't
need to make
even
Lolcow
finish
short
his
bus.
own
Let me
Lego
tell
video.
you need to make Lolcow short bus. Let me tell you, because seriously, how stupid are you? You literally on the spot gave him the job. You gave him the golden ticket, and he only has to stream 2 hours a day. 2 hours a day. 3 if he has to do his meetings.
True.
And what? You couldn't even show any photo progress in the Discord. He's always calling into the shows.
I bought him a desk. I bought him a whole desk, and I didn't even get my video.
Bruh, you bought him Legos. Legos ain't cheap. And you know what else? Like, he called into your show how many times when he could have been working on the project, and you're here paying him to be on Nerds. You were scammed. And that I did that. You know that don't know I did that day. That don't know I did that day. I was just so mad he had some nerve talking about this person should be fired, bro. This person should be fired because they don't put in a lot of work on the show. But what did he do? He could have been doing all that shit on Nerds.
I agree.
And listen, I'm someone who's very respectable. I'm nice, don't get me wrong. But when I'm mad at just the most dumbest shit like that, girl.
All right. Daredevil, I want you to hang. Oh, wait, Eric's here.
You.
Eric, you there?
Mama's boy.
Give me a minute here.
Give you a minute. You had 3 months. You had 3 months.
Oh my God.
Show me the Legos.
Eric, what did you do?
Where's the Legos, boy? Where they at?
I got
Show
base
me
plate.
them right now. Eric.
RZ the Legend super chatted $19.99.
No.
Keem, let this be lesson. Pay people after they provide a service, not before. Eric was a lesson. Don't forget it.
Eric, I'm going to tell you something here.
Eric, this girl wants to talk to you.
I'm going to tell you something here, man. Listen, you went on Nerds Talking Lost Smack. You let an ego get to you, man. Yeah, you simped over Zay. What you got to do? You got to bust your balls right now, dude. You got to bust them, all right?
Eric, are you crying?
I'm going to tell you this. I'm telling you this
No,
from the heart.
I'm kind of stressed right now.
What are you stressed over?
Just the whole
beautiful,
Lego
annoying voice.
thing in general. We'll just...
Okay, well, talk to us. Talk to us. Don't bury your face. Just talk to us.
Okay, if I may explain, I did got some base plates for the stop motion video. I made some progress. That's okay. So basically, what I'm gonna tell you guys is this: because everything got fucked up with Wings and Twiggy, I'm gonna be doing something short and simple. It's gonna be the Boogie versus Keemstar or food fight.
Good.
Okay.
So it should have been all the time.
Eric, there was an episode. I don't remember which episode.
Are you going to throw Callie on the table in Legos?
Possibly.
He just suggested that to you should do it. Eric, listen to me. All right? I'm mad at you, but I want to make sure you don't do anything crazy because I don't know exactly how tough skin you are, but you are a scammer. Right now, you need to bust your balls, show photos, because it's a stop animation. You are taking photos while you're doing this, correct?
Yeah.
So
I know.
why could you not show any proof? Proof of the table? Proof of the
Look.
Legos?
To tell you guys the truth,
Yes,
when I
be
got kicked out
honest.
of my old apartment like last year, I lost all of my Legos.
That's fine.
And I'm still in the process of rebuilding everything.
Keem sent you money to buy new Legos.
I know he did. I know. It's just.
Eric, can I give you a pep talk real quick? Let me help you, Eric. Okay. We've all made mistakes. People in this room, I've made mistakes. I made the most of them. But here's the thing. We can't beat ourselves up for the mistakes that we have made. We can just choose to be better people right now, today. And that's what I think you can do, Eric. I think you can throw yourself 100% into this project starting right here, right now. Fuck the past. Maybe you were a scammer in the past. Maybe you couldn't get it done in the past. But let's figure out how Eric can get it done starting right now.
Yes,
Did not deserve
That's what I want
this.
from you, boy.
I did not deserve this. All right, I was good. I was generous. I was nice.
Exactly.
I even gave
him the golden ticket.
I gave you the money. I gave you the desk. I gave you the Legos. I gave you a job, Eric.
Yes. You can do this, dude. Listen, you still have the host role, right? So
Yes,
right
I do.
now, don't say you're making it for the fans. You are commissioned. Right now, what you should be doing, not being in this dark room. First of all, it's not good for you. You're already peril and shit, okay?
Yeah, I'm
Take
playing to
some
get
deep
myself
breaths
alive.
right now. Look at me. Take some deep breaths. All right. Give yourself a little slap. There you go. Slap that bitch out, you boy. Slap that bitch out, you boy. There you go.
Okay, got that.
All right. Give yourself a shake. Do you have any Legos that you actually bought or no? It's okay if you did it. Just go buy them now. Okay?
Okay. I do got a question though.
Yes.
If I do manage to get this done, what would my award be?
Who knows? Make it a surprise and find out. Just like you surprised Keemstar.
I'm just curious.
The money. You got
curious?
paid to do
You
the
got
job.
money?
The reward is the money you already have.
You are doing a commission for him, kid. I forgot how old you are, honestly. That's why I'm trying to be gentle, but still scolding you because you needed it, honestly. And again, I don't know how sensitive you are because I don't want you to do anything in Minecraft if you catch my drift.
Daredevil, stop. I've already paid you for this. Why would you get an award?
I don't know. I was curious. I just.
The reward will be, Eric, we will believe in you again. We will trust you again. We will love you again the way we always have. We will celebrate your victory along with you when you get this done. That's the reward.
I got a better idea. Why don't you just send me the money back?
Okay.
Yeah,
just send me the money back, and then you don't have to worry about the video.
Okay. Will you, if he gets it done after sending the money back, if he gets it done, will you pay him the money again?
No.
Okay.
No, I have no confidence he'll make the video.
Then keep the money and do the video, Eric. Keep the money and do the video.
No.
Keep the fucking money.
No, I want a refund. I want a refund.
Just because it's a little bit late.
It's like,
I want
trying
a
to give you the
refund.
benefit of doubt, my boy. Seriously.
I want a
And
refund.
here she comes. Okay, hold on.
Oh.
Two-X Vicarious super chatted $20.
Yeah, hi, Keem.
Dan Eric.
Give me the information. I will give you that money. Not next week because I don't have it, but I will give it to you my next paycheck.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Okay. Like I said, like Eric was telling you, We lost everything last year. Okay? That includes all his goddamn Legos. I work paycheck. I live paycheck to fucking paycheck.
Okay.
Barely making ends meet. So no, I don't have the goddamn money to go constantly buy Legos. Okay?
Okay.
What's that stupid look for, Bogey?
What?
Yeah, I'm getting sick of your. I'm getting sick of certain attitudes.
Open your boy up. I was telling him to keep the fucking money and do the video. You coming at me? Come at me then, bitch. Fuck you and your boy then. I was hyping your boy up before you put them headphones on. Fuck you and fuck your boy then.
Gladly.
Yeah, miss, we were actually trying to be nice to Eric and trying to figure out what was the easiest way to get things done. And mind you, he was sent the money this year to do it.
Yes, and
that's the
I
thing.
said, I will send the money back next week. Okay.
Troy speaks Japanese super chatted $19.99.
The 30th.
I just want
Okay?
all the trolls in the chat to know that
Yep,
as much
1
as
minute.
it's fun to troll Boogie today, he had over a decade of holding the gaming section of YouTube in a vice grip. The purely Keem fans don't know his history. Rant.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, it's taken way too long, and I've sent even more money, right, to get the Legos and to replace the stuff that was missing.
When? When?
January.
I think it was in January. I don't remember.
Look, I have to ask this because chat's asking me to ask you. Did you take the money? Did you spend that money?
Yeah, we got it we used what money he did get for the table the desk that he's using right now.
And that's all you spent it on? The rest of that money's still there in his bank account, then why can't you send it back?
I don't know.
Why you gotta wait till next paycheck if you didn't spend that money?
Because one, I don't know how much you fucking sent him. Okay?
I don't know how much.
I do not know how much money he has. Okay?
Shaft super chatted $19.99. Boogie hit with the friendly fire is crazy.
What?
Madonna super chatted $20. Keem got scammed and nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
True.
I cared.
Well, I got a question. Has the video actually started? Were the pictures taken of the Legos? Or is there still no Legos in the house?
Okay. The Legos we have. This, unfortunately, is the amount of the Legos that we have, okay?
That's all the Legos?
That looks like a vape.
Because, unfortunately, my bills don't revolve around the goddamn Legos. Okay?
What's your bill got to do with it? Why didn't the money we sent get spent on it?
Because I don't know how much you sent him.
I think you do. I think you do. I think you know exactly.
You paid him when he was on Nerds, right?
I guarantee you fucking did. I know you. You spent every dime. I know you did, Mama.
Okay.
You come at me, I'll come at you.
Well, on what? On what? What did I spend it on? Then?
I don't fucking know what you fucking spend your money on.
If you know what I spent.
Bro is having a mental break over a Lego video you got paid for. You have had so long to do it.
All right, so here's what I remember, and I could be wrong. We sent money for the desk, sent money for Legos, and then he worked here, so he should be getting like a paycheck, right? Or maybe that hasn't went out yet. I don't know.
The only money I know he ever received was for the desk. That is the only and his.
Eric, when did you
paycheck
start?
From,
Eric, when did you start working on Nerds? Like, what month was that? Do you remember?
When did you start working here? Didn't you? Wasn't it like?
I started work around February.
Well, then you should have got it.
Mid-February.
Well, if you started working mid-February, you should have got a paycheck on the 1st.
Yeah. Excuse me for a minute. I'm dealing with.
Are you sure you didn't start on March 1st?
I am pretty sure I didn't
Control
start on
plus
March
Alt
1st.
plus Della
Okay,
super
well,
chatted
if you worked in February, you should have had a
$19.99.
paycheck.
Keem sent over $500 for the desk, chair, and Legos.
Okay.
That's true.
And then gave him a job.
Okay, yes. Okay, that's okay. Then I am right. I do remember this right.
Eric, they want to know, did she take that money and spend it, or did you spend it?
No, I spent it on the desk.
That must have been the expensive desk from camp.
No, the
Shit.
desk was only 100 or 200, right?
Yeah, it was, and it's like I'm
Eric,
sorry,
Eric,
guys.
Eric, how
I
much
really
money-
am sorry.
Wait, Eric, how much money did I send you? I can't remember. Was it?
I think it was 300.
Yeah, I seem to
Minimum
remember-
300, top 500. Either way, that's
I
enough.
think it was 300 because the desk was 200 and it was $100 towards the Legos.
Yeah.
I think it was.
And
John J.
And-
super chatted $20. It's okay, Eric. You messed up, Eric. Just move past it. Pensive face,
Honestly.
pensive face, pensive face.
Take some deep
pensive
breaths again,
face.
boy.
You had to have started. You had to have. If you haven't got a paycheck for work yet, that
Zato
means you
Kaiba
started in
super
March.
chatted $20. Eric's mama got cake starter only F at NS like idubbbz wife.
All right.
Peach fork and
and
knife
she-
with plate
and
peach
she's
call
back.
me hand medium
tell her.
skin tone. Okay,
right.
hand
We-
medium
So you can
skin
tell her
tone.
yourself, thank you.
We gotta go.
Scary
We
Dark
gotta go
Places
because it's
super
8.
chatted
So we gotta end the
$20.
show.
She spent
So
it
we'll
trying
talk
to
tomorrow.
scalp
We'll
Pokemon
talk tomorrow,
cards from
and we'll
Target
figure it
and
out,
Costco.
okay?
You got this, Eric. Everything gonna be all right. I'll talk to you guys
Gonna
soon.
be
King.
all right. All right. See you, man. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the show. Unfortunately, things got fun and interesting right at the tail end, and now we got to end because we decided to react to the content fucking dud. But hey, it is what it is. Tomorrow we'll have a good show. We'll get all the receipts for Eric and the video, and we'll bring that to the forefront, and we'll explore where the fuck that's going on tomorrow's show. Plus, we'll have other topics to talk about throughout the community and other things that need to be addressed. All that will be available for you tomorrow. Guys, thanks for tuning in to this fucking L of a show. We'll have a good one tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow.